curious, conversational. Try to picture your absolute earliest memory. For most people, it's a specific, isolated flash, a first day of school, a birthday cake, or a family trip. Statistically, that memory rarely goes back further than age 3. On the timeline of your life, those first few years are completely blacked out. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding the last 4 years of your life have completely vanished. You would be terrified. We accept this void because we assume infants live in a fog, simply failing to record the world around them. But babies are active learners. They recognize familiar faces, predict patterns, and can retain specific memories for weeks or even months at a time. If that observant version of you lived every second, recognizing faces and feeling joy, where did those memories go? And who exactly was that person? Scientists call this childhood amnesia. The memories weren't necessarily deleted. Rather, the adult brain lost the ability to find them. This access problem begins with a massive shift in the physical architecture of the brain during your first few years. Infant brain development is explosive. Millions of new connections form, and entire networks reorganize themselves every single second. It's like rebuilding a house while you're living inside it. This rapid restructuring disrupts the brain's ability to preserve early memories in a stable form. By the time you reach adulthood, the physical brain that originally recorded those early experiences no longer exists in its original shape. Alongside these physical changes, the brain undergoes a second shift, the acquisition of language. Before you had words, your baby self stored experiences as raw sensory data, pure feelings, physical sensations, and images flowing through the mind. As you learn words, experiences are converted into narratives. You begin to frame your life through stories. I fell, or I was scared. This creates a format incompatibility. Your adult search mechanism looks for stories, making it incapable of reading the raw sensory files your baby self left behind. The very tool we use to communicate and remember our lives builds a wall between us and our earliest experiences. This leaves us with a paradox. Are you actually the same person as that forgotten baby if you share no conscious memories with them? This requires viewing memory as the physical architectural foundation of the mind, the base for everything you've since built. While the specific files of what happened are gone, the emotional responses, the way the world felt, permanently wired your baseline psychology. Your core attachments, your fundamental fears, and your sense of safety were all dictated by those years you cannot remember. Your personality today is the legacy of experiences you can no longer consciously read. That first self, who saw the world completely unfiltered, is still trapped inside your current neural architecture. You will never remember the process of becoming yourself, but those erased years remain the most important chapter of your life.